Today's date is August the 19th, 2021. Thank you for tuning into the Casual Highlight, where we educate, inform, and inspire while having a casual conversation about sports. All right, so today I want to touch on this LaMelo Ball, and he explains what he meant by not tripping off of school comments. Now, he came out after Summer League. ESPN interviewed him, and quote, he said, LaMelo Ball came out and said this: "We are not tripping off of school. We not dumb. We know how to learn. We don't need school, and school not even teaching you ish. What the fruck is school?" Okay, we need to have the conversation about this right now. And then he came back later on, and then he clarified his comments, pretty much just saying that, about his whole life, he knew he was going to the NBA. He knew everything. It felt normal to him, the preparation. He had the body. He had the jump shot. He knew he was going to go to the NBA. Now, there's a slim chance that when you go to the NBA, it's like almost like winning the lottery. I mean, I want to say it's about 100. It's about 15 roster spots and 30 teams. I want to say, if we do the math correctly, that's about 15. I'm not about to do that math right now. Good God Almighty! But if I had my doggone calculator, we can do the math right quick. Anyway. So if we average 15, that's about 450. I think I got that correct. Yeah, 450 spots in the NBA each year. But not all 450 are open. Maybe the average, maybe 4 or 5 spots each year is opened up per team. So you got to look at it. Not everybody's going to make the league. And the comments, I thought, but out of bounds, out of pocket, because you have younger people looking up to you. Now let's keep it 100. Some of these subjects that we learn in elementary, middle school, and high school, we like to be an accountant, to be a lawyer, to be a flight attendant, to be a trash man. All these different certain jobs. Why I got to take this class? Why I got to take that class? But I really believe in some of it. Some of the classes suck. A lot of my classes that I took in high school and college, I don't remember some of that stuff, but I remember the relationships that I built. And particularly with school, I believe it makes you a well-rounded person if you decide that you want to be a well-rounded person and not just be in just one conversation. Yes, I talk about sports on here, but I like to talk about other things as well. I like to mix every now and then. We might sprinkle a little politics here. We might sprinkle a little bit of church. We might sprinkle a little motivation. We might sprinkle a little bit of music, reality TV, entertainment, movies. Being the well-rounded person. So school, the blessing part about school is it kind of helps you to get exposure and an idea world of what's going on in the textbook in the real world. Now, we all know that certain classes aren't telling you the whole truth in some of these books, and some of it is baloney. However, it still gives you that experience. And for the comments that Ball made, I believe sometimes we have to be careful with our comments and what we're saying to people about school, because they'll take it and they'll be like, man, I don't need school. I don't need this right now. I don't need no education. Man, I can just go play. I can do this. I can leave at 15 years old and go play overseas. Not everybody's going to get that type of opportunity. What if that person gets injured? What's your backup plan in life? Yes, everybody, I believe in entrepreneurship. I believe in that, and I believe in having your own business. I believe in, having you multiple streams of income. But I also believe in the education part. And really, education and money go together. Money and education goes together. I said that on a previous video, but I need you all to get the concept. Because too many people are pushed so much on education, but are broke. They owe Sally Mae some money. They got debt here, debt there, everywhere, debt. And then you got people who got all the money, but they dumb as hell, and they don't know how to invest their money, and they lose that money. We got too many ball players football, basketball, baseball, after 15, 20 years playing the league, when it's time to retire and to live off what they have, they can't live off what they have because they broke. They done spent all their money. Why? Because they weren't educated. Because they weren't educating themselves. And that's where the education comes in with the money, and the money comes in with the education. That's why the comments, when LaMelo Ball said the comments that he said, it blew my mind, because I'm like, wait a minute. We had a gentleman in the community by the name of Percy Miller, Dr. P, Dr. Master P, just got a doctorate, and he's been pushing education, sports and education. His son, who's at Tennessee State, just put together a basketball camp to push basketball, but education as well. So I believe I love the talent of LaMelo Ball. I love the talent of Lonzo. LiAngelo he needs to be signed. It's overdue for him to be on an NBA roster. I love what his dad did, LeVar. I've watched the Ball in the Family show series. I love it. I love that he's made sure that his boys got into the league. But LaMelo is must-see TV. But I think the comment that he made was immature, because you have younger people looking up to you. And so they'll take those comments and twist those comments. And then they won't come back and do the research with well, this is what I meant to say, and how the system is flawed. And we understand the college system is flawed, and we understand that most of these athletes who are in college, most of them are taking certain classes, certain light load of classes, so they can graduate, so they can not just graduate, so they can be on the field, because they know they're probably not going to be there long, because their dream is to be in the NFL or the NBA. But I believe with this naming, image, and likeness agreement, I believe a lot of these athletes are going to stay in school to have the experience of the education and the money, and to be able to down the road in the future have their life set up once they leave school. And I think it's an incentive for kids to stay in college now. So I believe Mr. LaMelo Ball, you got to change. You got to watch what you're saying about school, because school, you might not like everything in your classes. You're probably not going to remember everything, but certain teachers make a certain impact on youth and young adults' lives when they're in middle school, high school, and college. Make imprints that they will never forget. They'll make an imprint on that. We got to do better, and I believe the college system is going to get better. I believe we're gonna this is just going to be a great opportunity. This is a great learning lesson. Hey, thank you for listening to today's show. If you like it, go ahead and subscribe to the Casual Highlight YouTube channel. Hit the like button and share. Till next time, God is love. Education and money is important, and disrespect your senses.